Hello and welcome to LA Graphics Concepts, and in this video I'm going to design a flyer. Okay, this flyer is for all this is for Pomo seller. Don't you know Pomo is money? So let's start. Okay, let's start with something creative. Like, let's go to shape first. Let's go to shape. Okay, to have a two division. In this thing, whenever you are designing something, you have to think of how your design will look first. Alright, just imagine it, or you can even make a sketch in a book. First of all, sketch it out. That's what we call graphic design. So first of all, sketch it out how it will look and design it. Okay, so let's continue. So I want to divide this thing into two sections. I don't want to use any mask. I just want to make everything more simple. Use normal white color. So I will lock it, but I don't want to lock it like that. But I will still lock it. So I will copy it. Let me copy it. So the second one will cover up, but it's not possible for me to use just white and white to divide the section. All right, so it must be a combination of two different colors. So for the one at up, let me choose the color. I will be using gradient. Okay, you see now that I'm just using this gradient so that you will know it. So select gradient. Okay, then select the plus icon. You want to choose two colors together. We have different points. Some people might be wondering that is it this? No, we have different templates. If you click up here, click up, we have different templates. You can click here to see another template. Okay, you can even have the one with the diagonal bisection. This one, the color will be mixed diagonally. All right, and here also the color will be mixed like this. Here also the color will be mixed divisionally. Okay, but let's choose this one. This is how the color will be mixing. The one will stay on top and the other one will stay down. Okay, so let's choose the points involved. These are the point 1 and this is point 2. So choose point 1, click on point 1, and you select your color here, which is this place. Okay, now I want to pick something like pink color, but I want to mix it with a little bit touch of red. Okay, so the first one will be dark. All right, it will be dark. Select it, and while the second one will be light. We still the same type of color. Okay, you see that? So you press OK. I believe you can see that now. Okay, so what you have to do is you lock it up so that this thing, the two of them will not be moving. You see that the one on top is already on top of this second design, which is here. It's already on top of it. Okay, so let me just try and enlarge this one a little bit. So let me just lock it. This is how you lock it. You select this place, that's layer. It will show you every activity is going on there. Then you lock it. You see padlock. Lock the two of them. Then make sure that they cover the whole screen very well before you lock it, so that you won't be designing like a beginner. Okay, because if you give any customer that one, they will just reject your design and they will not pay you. Okay, then we are going to need a picture that will showcase what we are designing. All right, so I want to use 3 pictures, so I need circular shape. You select this place so that I need more shape. I don't need this square. To get more shape, you select that place that I click, this place. Let me do it again. This place, this drop down arrow. Okay, so I want to select circle. So I will need stroke for my circle, but just leave it for now. I need 3 of them. Copy. I can arrange it the way I want, but I want to arrange them like this, zigzag movement. Okay, I'm having this. Okay, so let's go to our Pinterest and download images for it. Let's go to Pinterest and download images for it. More pictures. Wow. I'm salivating. What is happening here? No, this one has turned to this one is no longer Pomo. You see that here, before you use picture, make sure you check it. It's unprofessional that you'll be using picture that they've written something on. You see Roslyn food, that one is already watermarked. You cannot use it, so you have to be very careful. This one is free to use. This one is even like a snail. The snail and Momo, they are also related. So what do we do now? I think I should reduce the size. So you go to texture. Go to texture to input those images. Okay, and you select the maintain aspect ratio. So go to your texture, maintain aspect ratio. Do the same thing for the third one, maintain aspect ratio. Don't forget. So you see that all these things, they are not beautiful now until you use something we called stroke. You make use of stroke. Okay, once you enable it, is giving me white stroke. Okay, that's okay. So the width, how do you want it to be more thick? That's the width. So you can increase it or decrease it. So I will be using the stroke width of 7. So anything you use for the first one, you must use it for the remaining one. 7. Okay, 7. But I want this color, this white color. You know that my template is also white, so I want this one to be a little bit deep, so that you can differentiate between my stroke and my template. I hope you understand what I did there. So your test, so I can just say Arike Onipomo, or just use any random name there. Okay, Nice one. This one is the main name of your brand. It must be legible, and it must be easily seen. Okay, you can even put it up to the Kotua. It must not be that too big also. So another thing is that yeah, let me just try and move this a little bit so I can change the font to, okay, let me just leave this one, but I will change the font of this one to Alex Brush regular. Okay, so let me increase the size so that it will be easily seen. Nice one. Let me position it a little bit downward. Okay, position it a little bit downward also. So which color are we using for this? I want the color to match that of Mama, so I can easily use texture on it. Okay, but before that, let's choose a color for our Arike. So let's choose a color for this one first. Let's choose a color. I can even use gradient self. So I want to use a lighter gradient. Okay, I want to use yellow, or if I don't want to use gradient here, I can use what we call texture. Okay, I can use texture. Texture is also good. So either ways, so let's put it so that it will be easily seen. Okay, so there's some effects. I don't even like this gradient self. Let me use let me off it. Let me off. Okay, it's not color. Okay, it's color. It's part of color. Okay, if I want to off it, that means I need to do something like this. You press undo. Okay, I want to use texture instead. I don't like that color. It's not that clear. I'm not satisfied. So the particular texture I wanna use, you look for the particular texture. I want to use a golden texture here. I think I have a golden texture on this phone. Okay, why is this one not selecting now? So you maintain aspect ratio. Okay, now there are some other things you can use to design to make your text more beautiful, like stroke. You can use stroke. You can also use shadow. Okay, now this one I want to make use of shadow. What I will do is I will copy the text first. Okay, so after that I will reduce the opacity of this copy text. Come to opacity here. Okay, so when you reduce the opacity, it will not be able to be seen again. So go to shadow. So you enable shadow. or you increase the blur radius. If you don't want to use this, you can let me off this one. Okay, I've off it. You can also use inner shadow. Okay, but this one I want to make sure it is black. Okay, the blur radius, you increase it a little bit. Okay, and just leave it like that. So there are other things you can do. You can even make use of reflection and the likes. Okay, why it's not showing is because we have let's on the reflection, because we are still going to use it, vertical reflection. So let's use our shadow now. So now since we have this, with instead of us wasting our time on this, let me delete it, sorry. Okay, let's apply it on this one. So reflection, vertical reflection here. So our reflection must not be that. Can we reduce the opacity of the reflection we are using? Oh, sorry, I don't know, I've selected another thing. I'm talking of this. There, it must be closer, or else it will not make sense. Maybe we should not use it because of this Onipomo that is showing under it. So it will not make sense with that if we just make use of so let me offset this one now. I think this one is still okay. Let's use normal shadow. Can I let me offset it to y-axis? It will go down. If you offset it to y-axis, it will go down a little bit. Then let me offset it to x-axis a little bit. So you have to note all these things. If I move it to x, it will move to the right. Then if I offset it to y-axis, it will go down. Okay, so what I just want to see there is, I want to make sure there is shadow there. That's exactly what I want. Then the same thing to applicable to this one also. You make use of shadow. So let's offset it, this one to y. Okay, you can change the color of your shadow also. You can change the color of your shadow here. You can see the color. You can change the color of your shadow here. So I think the color of our shadow is okay like that. So it will make your design look more beautiful. So what other things do we need in this design? We need more space. So let me quickly increase the size. Come to image size. Okay, let me increase the height a little bit, 1400, because there's no space again. So I need something like shape again. I need something like shape. So what will be the color of my shape? But this shape, I want it to have I want this particular shape to have a radius. There's something we call border radius here. It will make sure the edges of your design look more smooth. It will have a curved, curved surface. That's the work of the radius. Okay, so this is what I want to use there. Okay, I can even make use of this one as the final preparation here, as the final something there. I don't want this logo to be more complex like that, because I don't want this video to be too much. Okay, this one will stand for location. Okay, while this one will stand for, I want to do something crazy here, but I'm looking at space. The color here will be different, because whenever you are designing two things together, you make sure that the colors are not really the same like that, so you get. Okay, if you have the same color, it will not make sense. So let me try and reduce the sizes of this one so that they will give us little spaces here. The sizes of all this mama, don't collect all the spaces here. Okay, so what I will do now is I will enable stroke. Please watch me. I want to enable stroke on this second design. Okay, and the stroke color will still be in gradient form. It will be in gradient form. I will increase the width very well. Okay, no, before that, first change the color. First. Come to color. Don't use the same color. Hope you get it. Don't use the same color. Let's use normal white for the color. Don't use gradient, just use white for the color. Okay, so you can use, yes, just use white, or less. Which color can we use? Okay, let's use black. Then come to stroke. Then on getting to stroke, use this color you want to use. Increase the width. Different color, want to use different color that will match. Okay, increase the width a little bit. Now go to erase color. There's something we call erase color. I want to clear this black color. I don't want to have anything there. Erase color, where is it now? Erase color, we have it here. Okay, click on it. So I want to pick a particular color. It has not even allowed me to pick it before. What is doing this now? I want to pick this black color. I hope you understand. Let me do it again. You will click on this. You will click on this icon to pick that same color. So I want to pick, you make sure that the color is on black. So it is that black that I want to eradicate. I want to delete it. Then you press mark.